What's up? It's you guys, Guy. We're back at it with Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. This is a very long investigation segment, but we're almost done. So strap in, folks.
Anyway, back to the present.
Hey.
That trial, 7 years ago, was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of the Magnifique Granarie's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendants at Gramarye go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? We definitely haven't met her yet. Mason system.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking... What is this? The past left us with 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial. The what? This
Yeah.
murder of Drew Measham isn't even the fucking... Good God, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Think of it as a game. No shit!
It's Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Phoenix.
Oh. Oh. This is his whole system, I guess. I fucking... Phoenix Wright, you little shit.
Digital Phoenix Wright.
I, Phoenix Wright, will be your judge. Your guide, not your judge. I'm judging you, though. Will be your guide
Did a
through
career
this game.
change.
That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There's something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. Is that referring to the Magatama? Yes,
Yup.
the Magatama! What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Use Q and E to jump between... What? But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play.
Segment's really cool, I
Motherfucker.
think.
What the fuck? To the detention center, I guess. The nightmare trial was over. And the new nightmare of figuring out what had happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time, thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago, detention center, visitor's room. We're not fucking done with these guys. Good God. What strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? 2 men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything. No proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano and a But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifique Gramarye, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Talent or his partner Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Did you know that I don't have it! That's right!
Yeah.
Oh
Do you
my
know I am not an attorney?
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy. Right. Might as well just go straight to talking then.
Yeah.
I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear. And he never even touched it. Glory's spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? He wouldn't have fled if he was innocent. Zach Gramarye killed Magnifique. It's as good as a signed confession. The suspicion on you hasn't been lifted entirely, Valent. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifique's instructions as your partner. Refresher. So I was, but only Zach Gramarye followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnifique had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A magician never reveals their secrets. Psych lock time!
Yeah.
My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. If I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it. Okay. It could be the gun, but we should go cover our bases first. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I
Badge?
start? Yeah, the badge. It was like a part of him. It was his entire identity, you know? Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Oh, it's Meekin.
Oh, fuck this guy. Okay.
Well, yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard the commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of my face. So, you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk hat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself. Nary friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did you say Zach Gramarye ran after bursting through the doors? He went up like this and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw that the magic man ran into the defendant lobby. I swiftly ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remembered like I was right there, because it was. Lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place he could hide in here. Did you search the lobby? I searched! Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir! That's right, nothing was here, sir! How could he talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished? Absolutely, sir! I saw it with my own eyes! That red silk hat, that flowing cape! He ran right in here! Right inside this room! All he said is like red silk hat. Really. And so, Trucy, 7 years ago, wore red. So she could have, like, been used by her dad as bait. Depending on how dumb everyone is, but knowing Ace Attorney, they're pretty fucking dumb. Silk hat, cape, that's Zach alright. But sir, look at the room! There's not a single place to hide! Sir, there was nothing I could do, but... Nothing, sir! What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking? You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? I haven't thought about it, sir!
Has thought about it, sir.
Cyclops, god damn it. So, we're done here for now. Oh yeah, the fucking offices. Do I get to see Maya at all?
No, not in this game.
Damn it, I miss Maya. Oh, I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They picking on you?
He has a daughter. He vanished. What about his daughter? I'm fine as always. This old boy here is here to help me after all. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn. 2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you.
What did he say?
Said I could trust you.
Interesting. Huh? Really?
So, if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Uh-huh. I guess so. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney,
Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy if you like. It doesn't have to be today or anything.
okay, say Daddy.
That was quick. Yes?
If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So, thanks, Daddy.
Ah, how lovely your education system is.
Oh, and this office, it's a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know?
So true.
should put pink on the walls. Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this.
She's so adorable.
She's so cute.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 8.
We have a profile that says that, Phoenix. Come on.
But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional.
Trucy, how bad did your father extort you? I'm a little scared.
I don't know what extortion means. I'm 8. Stick with me and you'll be just fine, Daddy.
Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Because she is.
But Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? The other Daddy used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
Here's my idea. We'll make a new office. All just seems so stiff, doesn't it? No one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law, if you were to ask some people.
Or much about art, despite going to college for it.
Yeah.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead.
You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
Got me, don't ya? I'm a professional.
I am not extorting a child, Trucy. I may be like a little more okay with breaking the law now, but that does not extend to extortion of a child. A professional?
Yup. After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Grammary.
Directly descended? He's your father.
Oh, now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright, too.
Not how that works. I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego.
No, Pearl wasn't doing that when she was 8. Pearl was like,
Nick, you're fucking stupid.
Real. And in fact, she was like, you and Maya should totally get together.
Pearl is one of my favorite characters. She's so funny.
Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, or Zach Grammary?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
He's so amazing. Biggest star of True Grammary, and they're big.
The Grammaries, they were on television a lot? I haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
Magic happens when you put Zach and Val and Grammary together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall.
Damn. Let me guess. There was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top?
Wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
Wonder what'll happen to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Ooh, this is the first time she's mentioned Mommy.
True.
Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother.
But I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. No, I think things are gonna be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother.
Well, do you want to see a trick?
You're gonna do a magic trick? Yeah, go for it. Actually, I would love to see a trick. The future of our agency depends on it, after all.
That's the spirit.
Don't say that. That's a lot to put on the shoulders of a kid.
Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
Mr. Hat! Oh my god.
Hey folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen.
She hasn't mastered the voice yet.
Yeah! Whoa, that was startling.
Amazing Mr. Hat, isn't he great?
Also, when Mr. Hat moves, you can see her arm move because she's puppeting it. It's so cute. I love that little detail. Anyways,
The friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service.
He certainly makes an impression. Like, she's already mastered ventriloquism and she's 8.
she's very talented.
Isn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. My routines do get a bit heady at times. Get it? Heady.
My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Why is he in our fucking court record?
Wonder why.
Now tell me about your mother.
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on the stage.
On stage? You mean like with your daddy?
Yep. He was always there with Zach and Valance, smiling. Then she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then, a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
Well, well, well. The truth do come out.
This Bruno Mars is gay.
This is your mother? She's beautiful.
Name's Thalassa. Thalassa Grammary.
Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. Yes, you did!
Yeah, he called around and asked about family, and they were like, "Oh, she don't got none."
And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes.
Daddy, you won't.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. She's just doubled her abandonment issues. Don't worry, I won't vanish. I promise.
Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan.
Damn!
Ouch.
Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family. Just hope you're ready. Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow. Welcome to the team, Daddy-O.
The team, right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy. She was my light.
I'll cry. I'll cry right now.
I will cry!
Look how hard I can cry.
Drew,
I
probably.
don't know who this is.
Yep.
I figured you'd come here sooner or later.
I decided on sooner. Drew mission, was it?
I haven't done anything illegal.
And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I suppose you have that right. The entire court sent it into chaos.
What do you mean the entire court? It was only, like, the 4 of us.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. It made quite an impression on me.
I can tell. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations.
Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can.
I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. Baby Vera! Oh my god!
This is my daughter. Vera, say hello.
She's gone.
Shall we begin then?
Paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about a messy room. You know, I gotta say, it might be a clue that Vera's the actual artist by noticing how low everything is.
Oh. I was about to say, if there's something artistic about a messy room, then I may as well be Pablo Picasso.
Real. But, like, the easels are positioned to be low.
They are, yeah.
So Phoenix probably didn't notice at the time. Unless he did, then he's a little shit like that. Oh, I can tab over.
Yeah.
Considerably less science stuff. Oh, there's a number of things. Okay. Oh, this is also interesting. That nail polish bottle has actual nail polish in it now.
Yeah.
Which thing do we want to start with?
I'll probably zoom in on the desk if I had to guess.
Probably. Maybe I'll just sidle on over here for a closer look. That's a pretty bottle.
Don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble.
In trouble?
It belongs to Vera, you see. Always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often.
There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. That's an awfully small frame. What's inside it? A stamp?
Please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. Always puts it somewhere she can see it.
Interesting. That's Zach and Valant, the Gramarys, isn't it?
The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year. The Gramarys were at the height of their popularity. Vera went off to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. Watched them every time they came on TV, until the end.
I see.
That stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. Still wonder how she got her hands on it.
What's this red envelope?
Don't touch that. That's, it's quite important.
The painter's face just changed hues. Guess I better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. And I'm not an attorney anymore.
That means I can commit all the crime I want.
Judging from this place, you're a painter?
Oh, I'm a real estate agent. Sadly, not a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. To be able to get by were it only me.
Your daughter?
Mother grew weary of me and left.
And left a child too, goddamn.
Yeah. Don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That's why I began my other occupation.
Forgeries.
Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is I do. But then half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for.
But some of your works aren't paintings, correct?
You may not believe me when I tell you this. That was my first work outside of painting.
What?
I think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility.
Then why did you take the job?
It was well paid. Very well paid.
I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape.
Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course.
Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. Your work. Don't try and pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me.
I knew it would be difficult to escape this.
Then let's talk. Well then, you ready to tell me about this work you did?
It was unlike anything I had attempted before.
I guess it would be a little different from paintings.
That is not what I mean. On my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy.
This wasn't a copy?
Client gave me 2 things that day. First was a sample page as reference. Second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client.
So you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote?
Yes. As I said, it was my first job of that nature.
So, who was your client?
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them. Not personally.
Ah, a Cyclock, of course. It seems you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Mitchum?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client.
So what was Mitchum hiding? Technically, I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said.
What is it then?
You told me that you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Cyclops.
Psycholocks? Is that some sort of asylum security? Or a new hairstyle, perhaps?
You can use a new hairstyle, honestly. Like, I know it's supposed to look like a fucking, like, end of a paintbrush or something, but it does not look good. I'm sorry.
It's not very flattering.
It's really not. But then they did show up, didn't they?
I never met them, not personally,
Not personally.
Not personally.
So yeah, it was right. Epic.
Yeah.
So you didn't meet with the client. Someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence.
Because I'm hung up on this lock business. I'm afraid you've lost me.
Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Cyclops. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there.
Your conclusion is?
Phoenix, do you use this mentality in court? Because that's the kind of mentality that someone who uses forged evidence would have.
Ooh.
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham.
Poppycock! You don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. In here in my studio, who else could it have been but me?
That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. Is she in the profile? Good. It would be bad if she wasn't.
We also have Thalassa.
We do. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it?
Ridiculous. My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright.
And what a prodigy she is.
I've always been one more for landscapes, not surrealism.
Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only 2 people with access to this studio are you and your daughter. The Cyclops tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility.
I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-block myself.
That was a nice an easy one. Alright, tell me about it.
The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius. Oh. It's, okay, there we go. You might call her.
A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. Drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now.
So Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then?
Actually, the client came once. Here, to this studio.
Which is why you're gonna have to move very soon. But tell me what it
Yeah.
looked like. What? Why didn't you say so sooner?
Their face was covered, so they did not want to talk to me.
So they talked to your daughter?
I will speak only with the artist, the client told me.
Then that little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity. Official quote.
Probably, yeah.
Mr. Mission, I have a request.
Let me guess. You'd like to speak with my daughter.
You're so good at this.
My daughter's never been one to talk to strangers.
Talked to the client, didn't she?
She's quite shy. Extremely so, actually. With only one exception.
Which was...
Oddly enough, it was that client.
No shit, the question is why?
I left the studio while he talked. I returned when they finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort.
Please, let me speak with her.
Alright.
Here he is.
Uh-oh, this could be tough.
Can present her own
Enough
stamp.
about this. And then there's this.
And then there's this.
That is not the start of a sentence.
Yeah. Okay, Phoenix.
My stamp.
Hey, she spoke. She can talk. Yeah, so this stamp. I'm gonna keep her talking. Great magicians, aren't they? Isn't Troop Grammar amazing? Yes? I especially like those two, Zach and Valen. I mean, they're, just so magical.
Aren't they?
Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know?
I love Phoenix.
Me too, me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic, yeah.
Alright, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start.
I went shopping with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grammary Museum of Magic.
The Grammary in the museum? They have one of those? I guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows?
Yes, I just mentioned that. Just once when I was little with Father. The Grammary is on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting that together. They do it all.
Yeah. Maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this? Phoenix. You know, about Zach and Valent, maybe?
Oh, sure.
Alright, better get asking before she changes her mind.
I don't go outside much. I like the painting here.
Why don't you like to go to the outside?
There's bad people out there.
True, but there are lots of good people too.
Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once.
What? Why is this the first I'm hearing about this? Kidnapped?
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for herself. Herself. Oops. She refuses to leave the house.
I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Gramarye Museum. With you, in fact.
Yes, actually, she was. Oh. There we go. She was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. It was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me.
So that's when she was almost kidnapped? Question mark.
That person gave me a good luck charm
A good luck charm?
for when I absolutely had to go outside.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift.
Okay, who gave it to you?
That client, actually. She won't tell me what it was.
Oh. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things.
I really like painting a lot. Mother is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So you did this too?
Oh yes, this was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw, but this was totally different. The pen slips and the way the writer held the pen, and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope to analyze it on the computer.
She seems happy. Odd. Her work was the last nail in the Gramarye coffin. I guess no one told her.
They're the best in the world.
Huh? Oh, you mean Troop Gramarye, of course.
Father gave it to me.
Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it.
I guess I just took it, yeah.
Took it?
Father got a letter from that person.
That person? You mean that letter was from the client?
Oh, we talked about the Gramaries forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent this stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it.
They're a sneaky one, this client. Oh, dude, you don't even fucking know. You don't even fucking know. So they were trying to get on her good side. So you met the person that asked you to do this? And you talked with them. What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it.
Huh?
If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I really, really have to know. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you the stamp?
No, that's not why. They listen to me. It's my problem.
Problem that keeps you inside all the time?
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm.
A good luck charm that the client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is it in the court record? Why is it not in our record
It is
yet?
not for some reason.
Why? It's this fucking needle. The good luck charm with hard drugs.
How'd you know?
Alright, so we've done a run through of everything we can. At the... Oh, wait. Does it save the amount of cyclocks you've braked, or do you have to go through all of them?
It saves.
It saves? Oh, because I mean, like, if I had to remember all the sequences, I could, but I would hate it.
Yeah.
We can try it. We'll try it. There's a few ways to try it, actually.
Oh, I forgot he had a lot.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if I saved or not. Wrong button. God damn it. There we go. I should have just opened
Aw.
that. Good God. Why, that's one of ours. Specially designed from your show, I gather? A single bullet, one shot. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Valent. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Zack and Valent's quick draw shoot 'em. How long's it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shoot 'em cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course, what other reason could there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone had already been hurt. Locket is more personal, more provable. Thank fuck. But that's Zach Remery's wife and Trucy's mother. Felissa, I believe was her name. Cause what? But how can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Felissa was at the greatest risk of being shot, and this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. Okay, we don't have that.
Yeah. So this is another situation where we come back.
Well. Phoenix Wright, I fucking hate this.
Are we able to enter them, or?
I don't know. Nope.
Okay. I guess go back to Meekins? Because I have a suspicion.
I'm not doing that. What's that? That girl's favorite trick. The amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So, it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir? Come again? That night on the stage I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. I saw a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat, he really exists. Whatever. I can't wait to be fucking done with Meekins. Oh, hooray! I forgot it also heals the bar when you get it.
Oh yeah, that's so nice.
Thank fuck. I remember it clearly. Those details are still a little vague. Zach Marie exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room, sir. Zach Marie, don't think you can escape Meekins. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Hello?
Something the matter, mister?
No, that is... Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir. Zach Marie, do you know him?
Oh, I love Zach Gramery. His magic's the best. I'm his biggest fan.
I see, that's why you're wearing the hat and costume you're wearing. And no other reason at all. Anyway, that very same Zach came into this room.
No one's been in here except me.
But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. What rug? So...
What he's not telling you is Zach Gramery was the rug and Meekins just didn't realize.
So Trucy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into the bar and see him. Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes, sir. For a while, I thought it all had been a long dream. A dream that lasted a week? But it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple.
Apartment complex. I actually find it quite simple.
You were standing by the door, and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat. Oh, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, well, you were standing in shock and amazement as the magician rounds the corner, and most likely runs through the closest door into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit, and at that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. And all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. Done with him?
Little
Thank
does
fuck.
Meekins know.
Thank fuck, I hated doing his voice. All eyes were on Zach Marie that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now, part of the mystery's been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again.
Yay!
Oh, you're forcing us to the future.
Oh, okay.
The Borscht
We can
Bowl
only
Club.
go to the Borscht Bowl Club. Awesome. Is this the first time we've been in the Borscht Bowl Club?
Officially, yes. We've seen pictures,
Nice.
but
Oh, fuck!
Motherfucker!
I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work to do back at the office.
then I guess I'll go back to my piano.
Be honest, it's better when you aren't playing.
Ha ha ha, ever the Joker, Kristoff.
This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then.
2 hours left on my shift. I wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek true competition. I've heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. Oh, what?
Fuck. Oh no, not this guy.
Why is he here? What?
What is he doing here?
He was not mentioned once when we did this trial.
I guess they didn't want to scare new people away.
And this is a friend of yours?
Ah, don't mind me. I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman.
He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. The competition will be between us, no others. Finally, we get to know what this conversation was.
Yeah.
The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. Especially with a fucking Magatama. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game. That guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But Real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes. But before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith.
Oh, and I'm Brushel, Spark Brushel, news reporter.
Oh, I'm... No, Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am? Have we met? Oh. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this.
Holy shit, he's gone!
We don't need the full flashback, please.
Where the fuck did he go? Oh god, everything's going wrong!
He's gone.
That guy! Don't mix him up with his small daughter! I swear to god, if he gets mixed up with his daughter, I'll lose it!
How dare you walk in here with that fucking bitch-ass smile on your face as if
You
you've done
abandoned
nothing
your
wrong.
daughter for 7 years and you think you can just walk in here? I don't think so.
I've been raising your daughter, and I'll have you know I'm a much better father than you ever were.
She's got an A on her math test, bro. No thanks to you.
You can't be. But you're... Zach Marie? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I have only an audience of one. You. Zach Marie? This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there.
Huh?
We will play soon. Ready the room.
I will be preparing the hideout for you.
That's a very suspicious interaction. Whatever. Are you really him? The Zach Gramarye? Now I am Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean.
You would know that if you were actually a good dad.
She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I've come. That, and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Those eyes. He's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything's about competition. All else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me, and I, you. Do you see how there was
Brushel is
not an
just
attorney
here.
badge? Do you see that? Huh? We'll talk, I guess. We competed that day 7 years ago, too. Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? Oh. Wrong voices.
Oh.
Wrong voices. Whoopsie.
Flip-flop.
Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Phoenix was the winner in this game, I guess. I've been reading this whole thing wrong. Whatever. The man I killed, of course. You chose your defense attorneys by playing poker. Some are hired, others are fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power. Trucy, she's in a class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borchville Club, and I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals.
Daddy, he's got a good hand. I'd have a chance if you had clicked. Better call him soon.
They keep showing the same card set. They really only made one
Yeah.
animation and was like, yeah, we'll just keep using that. Phoenix, this is extortion. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess a far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man to whom I lost. Magnifique Gramarye. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Gramarye blood or something? Blood. I'm sorry, but it is not something told lightly to outsiders. And it is nothing you need to know at this time. It's some kind of Gramarye secret then. Fine. She's 15 this year? She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. The actual torn letter.
Whoa!
And wouldn't you know it, the tears are different. Who said it? I said it.
Oh.
I said it.
Did say it.
Anyway, because this implies a lot. But see, that's the thing. They were summoned to come at different times. So if, like, the first guy came and followed through correctly, that doesn't even give the second guy a chance. So Zach was sort of the choice anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, he wouldn't have written that final page if he were fucking dead. So really, he'd already chosen. He just wanted to be dramatic about it. This? A transferal of rights. You see the signature? A transferal? That's Magnifique Gramarye's signature, isn't it? No shit! It's actually written out properly, not just squiggles. I hereby give all rights to the secrets, staging, and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Gramarye. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? We don't need the flashback. Look, here's the diary. A page was torn out. And that one actually lines up. How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifi gave it to me that night. You could have told me that earlier, like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare myself for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of Magnifi Gramarie's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I have risked all to come here tonight. Brushel?
Sure. Here you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's where the paper is.
Yep.
What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore, and you need a public notary besides.
I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary.
You are?
By day, I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also, by day, I wear a reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well.
Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. Ah, I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said? Precisely. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all their rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly, which is why I'm here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say I am securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifi Grandmarie. However, this was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnifi died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Grandmarie, and Valiant Grandmarie. Not Trucy. I see. So you do need this document. I have known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Now, only 3 know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background, and found you in no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kinda hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. Guess I'll just have to ask myself. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. Alright, what's your question? Okay, we can work with 3. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. the first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. And like you're one to talk. Yet I myself have no such power. But Trucy does. Why's that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? Thalassa Gramarine? I will not speak of that. Thalassa is officially missing, correct? I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Fuck. The fucking stamp?
Oh,
Oh, okay!
alright.
The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there was another story behind the fame, one that not many know. Thalassa?
I think it's the Lassa, but I'm not sure.
Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valiant Grammarie's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa, whatever. I'm sure Valen would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you. Her eyes. I loved Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that felt nice, I guess. I skipped it, whoops. She is dead, and Magnifique Gramarie has joined her. So the only one left with her power now is Trucy? Mr. Zack? Mr. Zack? I do not know. I don't need to see it. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. How would you know? Or how would I know? Sorry. My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else. And he's the first motherfucker there!
Apollo.
Apollo! There is someone else with the power, and I know who. This boy? His name is... I forget. Something weird. Phoenix, you're such a little shit. Who could he be? An attorney, actually. Attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So what do we need to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You can show me pictures of strange boys all you like. But you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. Yes. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. A ring? Perhaps this will refresh your memory? I just so happen to have the evidence showing this. Do I? Fucking do I? We don't have it. Well, fuck. I'm stumped. up, Fallon. Where she stood? Where she stood. We don't have any layout of the stage. We don't have a picture of that moment.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take the L on this one. I need you to fucking look up what to do next.
You want specifically the item?
Sure, that would save us some time.
It's the locket with the lasso in it.
Ah, okay. This person in the photo is Trici's mother? How did you come by this? Trici showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Huh? She is gone. What more is there to say? Lots?
Ah, I know.
Whoa, you're still here?
According to my in-depth research, Trushi's mother, Magnifique Gramarie's only daughter, end quote.
What? Magnifie's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zack? Brushel, you say too much.
What? Why am I the bad guy? Why?
Zack decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. Thalassa Gramarye. She's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition. Final? Why? As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago, we played. 7 years ago, I lost. I already lost to Magnifie. I do not care to lose to another. And I have heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose, unless one has an ace up one's sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. To think a mere lawyer might be out there, pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try and lighten up? That was that. This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. Just as I destroyed your other record. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. So much for a fun evening with cards. Brushel, you may leave.
But it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop.
Out. I punch and I punch, but still it is not enough.
I just remembered a future, prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, Piano Man.
Then let us begin. Dealer?
Huh?
You will be witness to our competition.
It is honor for me.
Why haven't I seen her around here before? God damn, Phoenix. Like,
It just went, fucking whatever.
this is so suspicious, and you're just like, eh. Oh, that reminds
Never seen this waitress, but like, who cares?
I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however.
Oh, I think he did.
Gavin, I believe was his name. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. So we just fucking don't get to unlock the Cyclops? What?
Yep.
That's so bullshit.
There's some mysteries better left unsolved.
Meh, 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 meh. I'm not mocking you, I'm mocking the game.
No, I know.
The Gramarye power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I'd need to meet the reporter again, that was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, no longer would he give me any of his fucking secrets. A name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zack Gramarye knew. But how? And why? Gee, I fucking wonder. Why is this not checked off?
Oh, that's interesting.
If I tab back into it, what's it gonna tell me?
Oh,
I guess we can still
I
do
guess
the
we
Cyclops.
can solve it. Maybe that's just to be like, oh, you've unlocked something.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
You better get ready.
I know. I know.
Much as I hate Kristoff, I've been waiting for this moment.
Cell 13. Unlucky number 13, as he deserves. Fuck you, Kristoff.
Yeah. Real. There he is. Well, well, isn't this an unexpected surprise?
Believe me, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to be.
What errand brings you to my cramped confines?
Gavin.
Smile. Look well, Phoenix Wright.
You too, Gavin.
Got a fucking bird.
Oh my fuck, you're right. They
Wait, can we
fucking-
examine his zone? This
Oh,
place
yeah.
is like...
For someone who's in fucking prison, they set you up pretty well.
Yeah, he's got a fucking luxurious chair. Strange, you know? Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up.
Solitary confinement? This doesn't look fucking solitary.
Yeah, he's kind of just chilling.
Yeah. Looks like you've got more than books up there.
Yes, my collection.
No, I'm talking about the bird.
It's part of my collection. A few friends on the prison staff, they show me a little kindness.
Oh,
He was
look,
right.
it's the yellow letter.
Ah,
Oh. Let's look at these roses first.
yeah.
You taking care of this one here?
Ah, yes, she's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending, but she is my best friend, as they say.
Only friend you'll ever get.
Yup.
Best? Come on now, I'm starting to feel bad for you.
Oh? Of course, she's known to bite if handled roughly.
Not the only one.
I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retrieval. What the?
Retriever.
My retriever. Vongol. Is that a? Hang on, I'm looking that up. My retriever, Vongol. Cute, but feisty. Wait. Wait, it's a pasta dish?
It's a pasta dish.
Linguine al vongole. It's like clam linguine.
That's... Oh my fucking god. I mean,
What
that's
the
named
fuck
after
is
food.
wrong with this guy?
Everything.
Like, fucking Madame Guard having a pet cat named Shu, I'm like, okay, that's cute, that's kind of funny. But him naming his fucking golden retriever Vongole after linguine pasta? No.
It's such an ugly
deserves
sounding
to be in
name,
jail.
too.
I would have expected it to be like something to do with German, considering his brother's name is Piano, but
Yeah.
Italian, I guess. If he's in jail, who's taking care of his dog? Is it Clavier's now?
Maybe, I don't know. Alright, now the pièce de résistance. That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. And there's the stamp and everything.
It's not nice to peek at other people's mail.
Oh, he's got the fucking threatening lighting.
Yeah. He's got a flashlight under his chin or something.
Real.
Do you think I care, Kristoff?
I'm
not
not a
an attorney
lawyer
anymore.
anymore. I'm allowed to break the law.
Exactly. And you're already in here. You get mail here in jail?
That I do, though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however.
Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question. How about straight up theft?
So, Kristoff, how's it going?
So, Kristoff, how's it going?
You feel after you murdered that guy, huh?
Yeah.
Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours.
Can't think of a comeback right now. I'm too angry. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Phoenix pulling through with the comebacks.
Real.
Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was?
Who he was.
Zach Gramarye. You know, the defendant.
I remember him, of course.
Get that fucking smug look off your face.
Would you say Smith was Zach? Impossible.
Oh, come now. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence.
What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think?
That we can agree on. After the trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I planned to remedy.
Not an attorney anymore, Phoenix, right? What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being.
Well, ain't that just the truth? I mean, we can kind of just leave it there. I mean, it's not going to give us all the answers we want, but it's not wrong.
It's not a lie. Isn't that enough?
Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago?
Ah, yes. The trial where Zach Gramarye pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it?
I'm gonna fucking claw his heart out. That was when I met you, wasn't it?
Was it now?
Don't feign ignorance, you bitch. The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. What fucking game were you playing, Kristoff?
It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all.
For 7 years we've been friends. And yet, I still don't understand you.
But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then, as you still do now, don't you?
Sharp. Glad we can cut the bullshit. Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it.
Persistent, aren't you?
He was a loose thread. I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game. Zach Gramarye mentioned your name, Gavin. Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. It's just because he also has a good poker face.
Yeah.
Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed. And I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. And then you had to go and put Apollo Justice on the case. And unfortunately, his sense of justice is stronger than his loyalty.
For real.
I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No. Zach Gramarye. 5. Those are different. I hate this bitch so much. Tell me that doesn't equal 10, does it?
You'll see.
Oh, Kendra, I'm scared. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things?
Something wrong, right?
No, it's nothing.
You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know.
Imagine if Kristoff had a Magatama too and it was just a fucking battle.
That would be so sick, actually.
There we go. Now we can put it in the fucking court record. Also, where did that come from? That wasn't there a second ago.
Yeah, it super wasn't.
He's doing his nails. Not only that, but the stand looks different too.
Yeah.
Wrong button.
Guess we can inspect the nail polish now, which is very nice. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish?
Not really, actually.
I will say also, this game technically happens in the future, I believe, because according to the timeline, I think Apollo was born in like 2004 or something.
Oh yeah, I
Anyways.
think it would be future then.
Yeah, because even the original games happen in like 2016, I think, or maybe it's 2019. I don't remember, but some time where it's like it doesn't make sense that they have flip phones.
Yeah, yeah.
Anywhoosies, you know what I say.
Fuck you.
One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails.
Want to see my beautiful nail? Fuck you. I'm flipping.
You can
this
get
over.
up close and personal with them.
In fact, I bet you'll love the view of mine when I claw your eyes out.
Straight in all things, except nothing less.
Added to the court record already. Added to the court record already, please. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle.
It's crystal.
Damn.
If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me.
Thank you. Bye.
It's so long.
Finally. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? The same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right?
I heard once. Cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power.
Ah, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting anymore on that one. Although in the future we may want to reveal to her that, We'll get there.
Yeah.
I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? This fucking prick. Not like we didn't already know, but I guess from a non-metagaming standpoint, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually.
I promised. I promised not to tell.
You didn't tell. It's okay. You didn't tell.
Okay.
Alright. How did he sink his nasty claws into your heart?
I'm sorry. I can't talk about the client. I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work.
I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then.
I think they might be the devil.
Huh?
Or maybe an angel?
What do you mean?
I saw it. Or I think I saw it when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's?
No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile.
So, where do you see this devil, then?
It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm.
I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now.
I'm sorry for what happened.
If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramarye.
Did I do something bad?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad.
I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it was already too late. Which thing? The fact that you used a fucking... Well... Yeah, you did! You did! You straight up pulled something from the future into the past! And canonically, that's how it went down?
Yep. That's why I'm confused by this section. Like, it's really cool, and I think it's pulled off in a very fun way, but it's also like, what the fuck is happening?
Anyway.
Oh, that's stupid.
You want to just hand it to me?
It's the stamp. Because she's in the middle.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I knew it was the stamp from the walkthrough. I didn't see if the walkthrough says that's the reason why. It just hit me then. But that's why. It's to show that Thalassa's the one in the middle and she's the one who would have gotten shot.
That is fucking ridiculous. That is such a
That's
leap to
so
make.
dumb.
That is such a leap. That is such a huge fucking leap to make.
Yeah.
She was the shortest. That makes more sense. Although I don't know how height it comes into play here, but whatever. Take that. Fuck you. Troop Grammary's performances were very, very popular. So popular, they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame that also shows off your height, which would make more sense. We were not merely the latest craze, we were an age, a golden age. It's all here on this stamp. No, it isn't! There's Thalissa, yes? Ugh. Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. Part of his memory is still locked up. There's one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troop was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But, Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Yeah? Not a great foundation for blackmail. Valen's got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident, and Magnifi covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? I'm so close. There has to be something about Thalassa's death that could affect Zack and Valen's relationship with Magnifi. I see in your eyes you still have something to say. How could you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely.
With a person! Woo! It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one.
Phoenix, you're not supposed to know anything about me. Stop breaking the fourth wall. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands, and this information proves why Magnifi held so much power over you. Officer Meekins. Because she was the daughter of Magnifi Grammary?
Yep.
Alright. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zack Grammary's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Grammary's only daughter. Ugh. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident! Ace Attorney. Motherfucker.
Ace Attorney.
There's no proof. None at all. But Thalassa went missing. And your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Grammary? Were you actually a polycule?
Would have solved a lot of problems.
Honestly. The Master, Magnifi Grammary, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident, but that's all it was, an accident. Zack and Valen's tour de force. The guns blaze, the bullets fly, straight toward that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, into everything but her. Now that was magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. But as for whose bullet stole Thalassa's life, We shall never know the answer. Thalissa disappeared from our lives, and Zack was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnifi his daughter. And that led to blackmail, huh? It is all part of the parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. The darkness, you say? You wouldn't happen to know how to unlock these dark side clocks, would you? When did Magnifi Gramarye try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. Or why not when, I guess. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye. A passing of the torch from Magnifi to Zack and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Thalassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all, yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnifi's wishes. Magnifi forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing. But then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads... Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifi's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Often, I spied him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. Creep. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I've forgotten. It might have sounded like toothbrush, but no, that's ridiculous. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner Zack. I liked him not. I see. His name, I do not recall, but his scent. The cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. Can we lock this one off? Please? I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gramarye, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned, the newsman, I never learned who that was, at the time. Though, I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and that sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss-thin thread connecting Zack Gramarye to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Or, you know, he'll find you if you would just, like, you know, stick around more. Alright. Alright.
Well, 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 what do we have here?
What indeed? Remember me?
Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote.
Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Misham was poisoned and his daughter's...
Oh, yes, I know. Oh, how I know, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd tracked down case just a little quicker, end quote.
Were you on trial of this case the whole time? The trail of...
Zach Gramery, was a good friend.
Zach said something to that effect back at the Bush Book Club.
What a character, what a man. If a little, no, a lot, no, extremely rough around the edges.
Do you think I could ask you a few questions?
Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not the interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately.
Have they asked you to stop smiling so frickin' much? It was tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter.
Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though, don't you?
Christoph Gavin?
Yeah.
Yes. A forged diary page.
The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known.
What's that?
You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote.
Being watched? You mean he felt guilty?
No, I'm not talking about feelings here.
You mean he's certain the room was bugged?
You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of neck, freaks out, end quote.
Because you felt guilty?
Why would I feel guilty?
You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched. And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves?
Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he's being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gremery got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then, for 7 years, he talks to no one, not a soul. Then, just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made.
And then he dies.
Starting to put the pieces together, are we?
And you were being watched this whole time?
Maybe not just me. You were, too.
It's almost like we're in a video game or something.
Wow.
Me? But Christoph's in jail. It's not like he could have any possible resources when he's in jail.
I met Zach through that case, actually.
You mean the shooting of Magnifique Marie?
No, before that. It's not widely known.
You mean the accident? During the quick draw shooting practice?
My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop.
How much were you paid off to keep hush about it?
I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now.
Good God, I hope not. Valen Gremory did mention one particularly nosy reporter.
In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi Gremory at the time. I knew his daughter, too, of course. Thalasha, was it?
Really?
Then Thalasha disappeared, quite suddenly at that. And Magnifi wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy, end quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalasha's husband, see.
Zach Gremory.
Something strange was in the air over at Troop Grammary in those days. The whole screwy mentor controlling disciple scene started by then, I'm guessing. Thalasha, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me off the record.
Sorry, I don't know.
Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. He's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh?
When we actually get to pull out this fucking pink envelope, dude, it's gonna be amazing.
I know.
Trucy's entire world is gonna get flipped upside down. Waiting?
For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifi miracle. Of course, it was all a dream.
Because of this, the performance rights.
In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zach and Valent?
So Valen waited until Zach died. Legally, at least.
The time finally comes, and Valent's like a kid on Christmas morning.
He's getting ready for his showtime for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know.
If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show.
And I can't wait.
Hee. He's a sorry one, that Valent Gremory.
That also explains, like, a little bit more as to why Valent was so adamantly... No, that's not the right word. Why he had such a visceral reaction to Brushel. I mean, like, Brushel is kind of just off-putting on his own, so you don't really think much of it. But now that you know there's a history...
Yeah, definitely puts it into a new light.
Certainly does.
Lost out to his partner at work, and in love, too.
Love?
It's the same old story, really.
Motherfucking love triangles, you can never escape them.
For real. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointy? A love triangle.
That is pretty classic.
When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing.
I need to find out more about Thalassa.
Can we present Thalassa?
Oh yeah, we can't do profiles. Thalassa. Mr. Brushel, do you know this person?
Do I know that person? Of course. I was friends with Zach, after all. He hit me a few times. 5 times, actually. But still, I'd never forget his wife.
His wife? What? Kidding, we knew that. Thalassa Gremory. Magnifi Gremory's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her?
Well, why the heck not? So, Thalassa married Zach and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually.
Is that so?
Yeah.
You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before.
Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. Apparently, he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They'd only been married a year.
I didn't know.
Ah, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know? That's fucking weird.
That is. Can I have that? Oh my fucking god! There it is!
I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really.
Why? Because Apollo has a huge fucking forehead?
She's got you for family, after all.
And Apollo has... Good question. We don't know a lot about his history at this moment.
Yeah. From what I can tell, they really fucked him up.
Yeah. I mean, we know for certain he had an absent mother now.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just reminiscing, you know.
What was Phoenix confused about? She's got you for family.
I guess just...
She got the
yeah.
better deal. She's got... Okay, yeah. Right. Phoenix not knowing Apollo's history. Right.
Yeah. Thalasha has another child besides Trucy, end quote.
What? But Trucy said she was an only child.
Ah, yes. This one she had with her previous husband.
Her previous husband? Her first husband who died during a performance?
Yep. They had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now.
Thalassa had another child? Do you think I could borrow that photo?
Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know.
Thanks, you're not getting this back, creep. I won't need this locket anymore. Fucking
What? That's Trucy's.
That's Trucy's.
That belongs to your daughter. Give it back to her.
Good.
Okay, thank God.
Good. Better return it to Trucy.
Thought he was just gonna fucking chuck it. People and events all get tangled together and get biggerer and biggerer. Don't you think?
I was too busy wondering about bigger to listen to what you were saying.
Sometimes you just gotta accept you won't be able to untangle it all, I think.
Phoenix was so unable to accept that fact that he fucking time traveled. Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next.
Next, you say?
I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. What the fuck you mean, apparently?
At least not until Dual Destinies, where they brought back Phoenix as the protagonist. Magnifi. I was just wondering what Magnifi would think of all this.
Well, that's all you can do, really. Unless he
Yeah,
wants to
he's
time
dead.
travel some more. What do you mean?
Haven't you seen it in Trucy?
Mm-hmm.
She's got his power.
Mm-hmm. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy?
It was the same with Magnifi. And with his daughter, Thalasha.
It's a strange thing. You think it's some Gramarye gene?
Magnifi told me once, back when Zack married Thalasha. He said Zack had good eyes. But not good like a Gramarye's eyes. Not that good.
I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Gramarye secret was?
Maybe nobody now. Zack's gone.
But it's okay, we can time travel.
Yeah.
Zack Gramarye. Is this closed off? Can we stop talking to him now?
I hope so.
The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Gramarye fabric, and grew swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Gramarye's power. A power which passed from Magnifique Gramarye to Thalassa to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Time to do some more time travel.
Yeah!
Alright,
Hey, Sunshine Coliseum.
yeah, that opened at the same time as Security Studio. We're gonna see what we've got here first.
Oh, hey, Valiant.
Hey, guy. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Not for us. Long time no see, Mr. Valiant. 7 years has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press, I've nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself, and come to some conclusions. But then I realized, I needed to hear it from you. I walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you couldn't perform Magnifie's repertoire? Do not be deceived. Valiant's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. Zach Gramarye. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Zach Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something like that 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if it were yesterday. Yet that was not the only way of it, in the end. For a while he vanished. The suspicions upon my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of the press said. I had no idea. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here I must stand, smiling at them all. What am I, if not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnifie's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. We can deal with this.
Yeah.
I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. Gee, doesn't that sound familiar? Alright, what's your question? What do you want? Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years I have endured. Now finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troop within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Valiant, but right now I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valiant, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. Phoenix Wright! You never fucking change, do you? Ooh, look at this. I have the one thing you want. I'm waving it right in front of your face. Phoenix Wright, you fucking dumbass. You never fucking change, do you?
He's just a little bit of a little shit.
For real. And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramarye seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, but I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipient of the performance rights to Magnifi's miracles. What? Zach Gramarye? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Trucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Phoenix? Phoenix, listen. Phoenix, fucking listen to me. Look me in the fucking eyes, through the screen. You can break the fourth wall, even the fifth wall. Look me in the fucking eyes as I tell this to you. Sure, I can understand you being a little shit and putting yourself in danger by, just being a little bitch boy and, waving the vital evidence in people's faces. But I draw the fucking line at endangering your own child.
He just wants to brag that she gets the rights and he doesn't. He's very proud of his little girl.
Fatherly proudness, sure, but at the same time, he just wants to be a little shit.
He does.
Preposterous. Zach is gone. Vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this.
I love the little animals that he just has on his person.
Yeah. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot, Magnifi. Yes, it was Zach, it was. And then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say, if you could prove Zach Gramarye shot Magnifi? Was that why you testified? Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valent. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnifi Gramarye? We're gonna back out of this and go talk to Zach.
Thank you.
Oh. He's got the bracelet.
He's got the bracelet. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? I'm a time traveler. Her first husband, he died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Gramarys as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. See how she has 2 bracelets? I couldn't help but notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those clunky ass bracelets.
Those big ass bangles.
Those bracelets stand out. They are a Gramarye family heirloom.
They're kind of ugly, but okay.
This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? So that's why. Why what, Mr. Zach? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only 1 bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy, her son. Oh, 2 in 1, thank you.
Doofer.
Oh my fucking god. Wait until Apollo figures out about this. Oh my god. Also, Phoenix being a little shit who's just casually known everything the whole time because he's canonically a time traveler now.
Yeah. This does fucking horrors for the continuity.
It sure does. It sure does. Phoenix canonically a time traveler. Anyway, he's such a little shit for just keeping all of this to himself and being like, you'll find out in your own time.
Just actively watching his daughter interact with his only employee, and he's just like, wow, look at those siblings go. They don't even fucking know it.
For real. The strange power, I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it is passed down the Grammary line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person and they became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So, she could see it? Not quite. This is the strangest part of all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension, without the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait, were they something she wore? Maybe the fucking bracelets? Yes, her bracelets. I admit, the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. What kind of power could a bracelet have? I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Holy fuck. I have to do a lot more talking now, right?
Yeah.
Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. So, Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what'll come of that. I don't know, you might adopt him, too, or something. He is kind of an orphan.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. If I don't die, I would not see her live her life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. When is the time right, Phoenix?
Phoenix, please, when is the time right? Please, please.
I am in your debt, once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist. And this has something to do with the power? What have I told you? The Grammary power reacts to tension in others. When a Grammary senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute, they cannot sense it on their own. Their muscles? Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With a bracelet on, one can sense these contractions. Or whatever that said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Imagine going blind. That would really suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess that sounds simple enough. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face, and the meaning that lies behind it. And maybe some red and purple swirls around as well.
Helps you zoom in on some guy's sweaty armpits.
Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So basically what you're saying is the Gramarys can see really well? For them, seeing is more than believing, it's knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it's difficult to maintain such high levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus?
Oh.
Or something.
Oh.
Precisely. But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You were talking about poker, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. That is all I know of things Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, passed from this world to the next. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifique's test. Called it.
Yeah.
A test? In his last years, Magnifique Gramarye worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. But that night, I could not shoot him, so I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Called it.
Oh, I guess I'll be Magnifique, so you get a slight break.
Take this. I give my art to you, Zack.
What?
It is thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand.
How could I shoot you? You are my mentor.
Bah, I thought you might say that.
If I went back home without shooting anything, what would you have done then?
Then, of course, I would have given Valent his chance.
Like I said, whoever he had arrive first was already his first pick.
Yeah.
And if I had shot you in the forehead instead?
Then it would be over.
The secrets wouldn't be passed on to anyone.
If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go, and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think?
Maybe it's because Zack actually had a lineage.
Oh, could be.
And also just like a general sense of trust too.
Yeah.
Because again,
The
you gotta...
V on Valent's belt doesn't stand for valid, it stands for virgin, because he got no kids.
Ha. Ah.
Yet this ending too gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack.
And also, not only is Zack the one with kids, but it's like his own grandchild too.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I've done much that was wrong in my day.
It seems to me that Magnifique wanted you to be his successor all along. It's like I've been saying that the whole time.
Yeah.
That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Valent's. It's like I've been saying that the whole time. Perhaps, but it is not something we will ever know for sure. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, their performance rights go to him. Ah, and now here I am, and his dream is ended. It's worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know? What? You don't mean to tell me they put blame on our mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness! Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated? Not really, actually. Even though I am dead. That night, Zack Gremory was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. The locket. Oh. Never mind.
Oh.
His confession, to use as I saw fit. And I'm pretty sure this is a universal thing, but the testimony of someone who is dead gets taken as fact, because why would they lie if they're about to die?
Yeah.
To whom it may concern. 7 years passed, I, Zack Gremory, murdered my mentor, Magnifi Gremory. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime. So it really was him?
Well, that's what his confession says.
I know that's what his confession says.
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Because, like, the reaction he gave, like, the fucking sprite was, like, surprised that they thought, Valent did it.
Yeah.
And if he's surprised that the public thinks Valent did it, that means he probably did do it.
Probably.
Anyway, to use as I saw fit, I can go present this to someone else.
Oh,
And
okay,
unlock
Phoenix,
some psych locks. Of course, he killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Gremory.
Okay. Speaking of Valent...
Should have been my way out. But it wasn't, and I'm gonna hate him for it. Well, guess what? He handed you your way out because he's just a nice guy. I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zack Gremory wrote one more thing before passing on. This is a confession, in which he admits to the killing of Magnifi Gremory. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet, it seems the tables have turned. Now, I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zack wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Alex, OMG! Fucking finally.
Unlocked successful.
Now, tell me things. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies? Yeah. It's my opinion that Zack Gremory killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. Two received instructions to kill, but if one of them is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifi Gramarye in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance?
You can't just say perchance.
Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifi's repertoire. It was as if a little demon had grabbed hold of me. A demon, you say?
The devil.
I knew it. So Valant Gramarye did kill the great Magnifi. So sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor. What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple, such as? I don't know. Knack and Talent Gramarye, maybe? Your wild fantasies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valant received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired the pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now?
It was baby Trucy.
Actually, it was Apollo Justice.
Come to get revenge on his grandpa.
It wasn't Zack or Valant who shot Magnifi. Then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means...
The doctor.
I was gonna say that. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, the great Magnifi Gramarye himself. So, Magnifi Gramarye committed suicide? You find it hard to believe? To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. The fuck are you talking about? This whole setup was an assisted suicide.
Yeah.
When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him. But when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnifi Gramarye? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnifi transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zack Gramarye, not me. I see. Then I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Did you set me up?
Mm-hmm.
Is Valant Gramarye confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There were no secrets between partners, it was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnifi's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands? Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon. Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnifi. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepped something before going to Magnifi's hospital room. Which was? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zack did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnifique called me back.
I am sorry, Valiant. I'm giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still lack the draw he has.
Also the lineage.
You lack the draw, that's why Thalassa chose him, not you. Please help him if you can.
I left the room. And then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot. Magnifique Gramarye, killing himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. Zack killed him. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I'd brought.
Why did he bring that with him?
I don't know. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnifique died, and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed, truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valiant. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're going to turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. Also, all the other crimes that I have casually committed. Under the guise of magic. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zack Gramarye was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? Oh yeah, Phoenix wasn't there for, like, a lick of the Gavineer's trial,
Yeah.
so...
He never met Lamarar.
He never met Lamarar. Tee-hee-hee.
Hee
Tee-hee-hee.
hee.
The know-it-all doesn't know everything. Tee-hee-hee.
Haha.
You see, now that I think about it, every time we mention dear Thalassa, we always call her missing, which means she might not actually be dead.
True.
I realized that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies, forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I again meet my partner Zack Gramarye. Then I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. How about we speed
I
up
got
the
bad
process?
news, buddy.
I'm glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Zack Gramarye, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he's no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken on another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good, and it would involve paying that man a visit. Again.
Hee 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 hee. Ha
And for
ha
once,
ha.
that man doesn't mean me. Although I am a time traveler, so who the fuck knows at this point?
Yeah. He's actually got to go meet Feeney back at Ivy University and prevent him from ever dating Dahlia.
But then he would have never been inspired to become a lawyer.
And he
Because-
could have been an art major and learned that blue plus yellow means green.
True. Sorry,
Sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied.
But I have no other time traveling to do right now. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished?
Well,
He's not exactly planning on coming back, is he?
he broke out of the prison.
Could you go find out?
Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. In the cell, with the door closed.
Hey, Christoph, when are you gonna be done with your, spa day?
He's in a fucking sauna.
Real. My apologies to the guard.
He's getting like a full mani-pedi.
For real. Got cucumbers over his eyes.
He's living his best life in jail.
For real. All this, like, luxury at his feet, and he doesn't even have to, like, do any cases right now.
Yeah.
But there's something I need to see. Alright, letter. There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender is... Drew Misham, I was right.
When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk.
Did Phoenix see this part, even?
Oh,
Oh yes, this is his setup.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene.
This is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote. And there's something I need to do. Crime. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Crime. Well, unless this
Just
is
a quick crime.
Unless this is one of those, like, I totally plan to die for this, but it's worth it type thing. In which case, Phoenix, you fucking idiot. Here goes. Let's see if this atrakinine spray finds anything.
That letter definitely says David.
Oh my fucking god, you're right.
It says like David K something.
Yeah, and it says 436.
Apple Street?
I was gonna say Apollo.
Oh. Something Springs, California. Or California.
Yeah. 36012.
Hey, it's blue.
Who'd have guessed? So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, all right, no mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. Oh yay, we're committing crimes to read it. Hooray!
Nice.
Gotcha. Interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you've put on my daughter. I'll write a report. I'll write later with a report. Woohoo! Theft! Let's go! Finally, decisive evidence.
What's this? A burglar in jail?
Yup, and a killer too. Bang. Gavin.
I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right?
Well, I'm not exactly an attorney anymore, so gotta pay the bills somehow. Gavin, there's something I have to ask you.
Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss.
Throw it out the window and run. Go! Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin?
There are no known survivors of atrocinine poisoning.
She survived.
Maybe she chews on her nails often enough that she's built an immunity to atrocinine.
Maybe.
But it never hurts to hope.
Okay, I'll be leaving now then.
Right, wait.
You think I'm...
I changed my mind. I do want to discuss.
You think I'm such a fool as to let you walk away with that letter? Yeah, Gavin?
Would you mind leaving that letter?
Nope, bye!
It's private.
Oh, sorry, forgot I had it.
Many thanks.
I forgot it fucking does this.
I lost my mind when this happened.
I forgot it was the fucking pin.
I went insane when that happened. I was losing it. I was walking around my room actively.
I can imagine. I can imagine. I remember, like, I've seen a number of people, like, in the fandom space being like, whoa, that was such a cool reveal. And I'm like, I didn't have the context for it, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool transition, I guess, but, like, what's the purpose of it? And I get it now!
Yeah, it's cool.
The fucking button. That's so clever! Phoenix, you're a little shit, but you're clever as fuck. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it's time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. To find the truth. You're the only ones who can. How did you know there's 2 of us?
That's scary. Phoenix, don't look at us like that.
Phoenix, you're no longer allowed to break the 4th wall.
That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Kendra's channel below. And stay tuned for the finale. With that, I will see you later, whenever later may be.